helping us prepare for those two musketeers that's appearing before us tomorrow. So we appreciate your testimony here before us. Ek gaan sommer met die deur in die huis inval. I'm going to ask you, is Paulo Sullivan a double agent? Like as in good cop, bad cop, does he play both sides? You've investigated him. What's your take on that?
I've just investigated him in this matter of Camille Drift. So you remember when I investigated him, it was for a complaint that was made by General Patlani. So I am not able to give a general picture as to whether he would be a double agent only on the basis of one investigation that I carried out.
Would you say, so you won't be able to tell me if he's part of a drug syndicate, if he has affiliations into drug syndicates, drug cartels?
No, I cannot be able to say that because the only issue that I raised was that 3rd December 2016 meeting where I think one of the honorable members said it's related somehow to Jacob Naro, who might be related to drugs with cash share or what, but I don't have that
you don't have
information. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Does Paulo Sullivan, based on what we've heard, benefit from state-seized goods and property? Because that's the pattern I'm beginning to pick up here, because he bought the Kretschner home, right, which was seized by the state. And also there was a threat to Patlani's accommodation, saying to him it will be auctioned and he will buy it.
Yes, yes. And then there's what I remember is there's an email, I think it was read out, where he said he got donations of 20 million or some sort of pledges to an amount of 20 million.
Donations for what? 20 million for what? Because when he appeared before us, he said he never ever received any money for all the good work that he's been doing over the 36 years.
On the Patlani emails, he sent Patlani an email referring to a donation or pledge of 20 million that he had got.
For what was that donation, do you know?
He did not explain for what.
Do you think that this could be part of the modus operandi? In terms of buying and benefiting from properties that the state has seized, with its property, with its goods?
I'm not sure of that, Honorable.
Are you familiar with the Code of Conduct for Security Service Providers 2003? You familiar with that?
Yes.
Okay, section 15 in particular, which talks to state interference. Okay?
Yes.
Why was this not added to your charge sheet?
We did investigate that. In fact, SIRA also wanted to investigate and charge Mr. Paulo Sullivan because at some stage he had registered with SIRA as a security provider, as far as I can remember. So SIRA says that provides that even if you are not a member of SIRA, but if you provide a security service, then they can have jurisdiction over you and charge you. So the investigation was referred to SIRA, and I know at some stage I was contacted by an official from SIRA regarding that investigation. So I don't know what happened
That was actually going to be my next question, if Sira actually opened up a case against him, because when Mr. Paulo Sullivan appeared before this committee, he came here with evidence and he gave testimony alleging that he has investigated, and even today, senior SAPS officials, which he had absolutely no right to do. He should have been arrested, according to the section 15, that says, may not perform any act which interferes or hinders, obstructs a security service or an organ of state in performing any function. He is guilty. He has been interfering. May not advise. He has been advising. May not undertake or assist in the entrapment of any person. That's what he's been doing. May not concede facts regarding commission of an offense from a security service or any organ of state. That's what he's been doing. May not employ a corrupt, illegal, or unlawful method or technique, or use unlawful threats, intimidation, misrepresentation. That is everything. Here we have regulation telling us what Mr. Paulo Sullivan cannot do. Mr. Paulo Sullivan has even come before this committee and told us that he used his own tools of trade to assist IPID, which Mr. McBride said it was needed because IPID didn't have those tools of trade. And here we have regulations saying that he's not allowed to do it, that we can actually charge him.
Yes, we can.
That he was never meant to investigate any senior SAPS official. We can charge him.
Yes, we took...
Including Jackie Salebi, including Patlani, including every time he opened up his mouth, he wasn't even supposed to have an opportunity, a platform before this committee to present all of those cases. Am I correct in saying that?
Yes.
So am I correct in saying that Mr. McBride has, at this point in time, Robert McBride, has absolutely no business even working for another state organ? Because he facilitated this and he enabled this.
What I can say, or the extent that I can go, is that this evidence proves that they acted wrongfully. But as to whether he can be involved in an organ of state, someone else has to make that call. I cannot.
Yeah, don't be scared to say someone has to. He cannot perform.
Indeed, the conduct is egregious.
So basically what you are saying to us today is what we have been saying all along, is the fact that bottom line is, here you have regulation that proves that these two musketeers had absolutely no business. They even had no business getting a reward, which some of the members were justifying.
Honorable James, may we please, you and I, refrain from using the word musketeers.
Okay, I withdraw, Chair.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So basically, what can I call them?
The witnesses that will be before us tomorrow.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to get my trail of thought back now, Chair. Mr. Paulo Sullivan and Sarah J. Trent had absolutely no business in doing any investigations.
Yes.
And they should be charged.
They should be charged.
And basically that this charge should have been added to their charge sheet.
Sarah also has got, because it refers to misconduct, has got jurisdiction to charge them with misconduct in relation to that. But I charged them with a contravention of section 33.5 and 33.2, those IPID contraventions in over and above the corruption sections that I charged them with.
My last question, I should have asked for 15 minutes. My last question, Advocate, was Ms. Trent's phone taken abroad to be downloaded? There's a story of her phone was taken to Israel to be downloaded.
I have given you 15 minutes.
Oh, thank you, Chair. You're so kind.
Yes. After it was seized,
yeah,
then there's a company which I was informed that there's a company called Celebrite, which has a contract with SAPS. So the SAPS use it to like situations where they have to download the phones. So
Where's this
Where-
company based? Sorry to interject. Is it
uh,
based in Israel?
yes, it is based in Israel.
So the phone actually went to Israel.
Yes, for unlocking. Then it came back and then they downloaded it here in South Africa.
So we don't have service providers in South Africa to unlock an iPhone.
Apparently, yeah, they were not, they did not have it at that stage.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Chair.
And in this way, he's hoping that it forces General Patlane to deal with General Musun.
Yes, because every step of the investigation that were carried out, most of the steps he would leak information to Patlane and send him an email and threaten him further and show him that we've got this and this evidence. We've got statement from who and who.
And we know this for a fact that that is the modus operandi, because when he left the sitting the other day, he screamed to my colleague, sort out your loan. And the next day, the whole papers was full. So the question is, how did he know?
Yes, yes.
Where does he get access?
Yes, that's the concern, because we have a person who does not is not even vetted, accessing confidential information. We don't know what other secrets of the state he has accessed up to now. We don't know.
What I want to understand so that we can deal with it tomorrow is that, are you saying that this excess of information that he has, which he's not supposed to have, confidential information, is the thing he uses as leverage to control whoever he wants to control, especially those in the senior or top brass? So he gets secrets about you, he will then threaten you with it, and if you listen to him, he then tells you as a senior police official who to deal with for as long as he has these secret information on you. Is that what you're saying? His leverage is access to private information, uses that as leverage, and then controls generals and officials, senior police officials, to then do what he says when it comes to who he's targeting.
I think that is his modus operandi, taking into consideration how or the conduct, his conduct that appear from the downloads. First of all, there was an instance where the driver of General Patlane, Alvin Dupré, was not cooperating with them in terms of them wanting him to include certain allegations against General Patlane. Now, when he had refused, his ID number was leaked to Sergeant Trent, and it was said, get something strange in his credit report. So they were obviously using the information that they have obtained as leverage against some people.
Does he have private dirt on all senior police officials?
I'm not.
Because if that's how he controls them,
yes,
then that's the
I agree.
access to capture. If the answer is yes, does that mean almost all of our senior top SEPS officials, generals, has dirt that only Paulo Sullivan knows?
Yes, that is a likelihood, but what I can attest to is that that is his modus operandi. He gets dead against you, then may use it as leverage against you. That is what was shown.
What I'm trying to get at, if we look at it from the other way, if we have generals and senior COP officials who's not corrupt, Paulo Sullivan has no leverage.
Yes,
Paulo Sullivan has leverage because senior cops, SEPS officials are corrupt.
yes. What I can say is, if you are corrupt, he won't have leverage. If you are not corrupt, he won't have leverage against you. But if there's something that he can use against you, he will definitely use it against you. So he doesn't care about the rules. He just goes out and obtain information unlawfully as he wishes, because you can see how easily he accessed credit information records of people and didn't see that as wrong. He said, no, I'm allowed to do that. No lawful reason that he gave.
And I'm sure that's what gives him God's status in his mind, because he's all knowing on everybody's private issues.
Yes, and I mean, he's everything that you can think of. On one of his statements that he shared, I don't know whether it is with Patlani or me, he annexed that statement as an A1, where he alleges to be an engineer. Then I later learned when I was following this committee that he did not have any qualifications relating to most of the things that then I was asking myself, how is he a prof? He even said he's a professional engineer. So,
Advocate, would you agree with me? The only way for us to remove that God status, fake God status from Paulo Sullivan, is when our generals and our senior officials stops being corrupt.
I think you are accurate on that one.
I thank you, Chair. Oh, and I thank you, Advocate.
Thank you so much, Honorable Souls.